Ellen, what kind of support are you seeing there for Nicolas Sarkozy?
Well, Eve, I have to say that at the moment it seems that there are more journalists and police than there are private citizens here in support of Nicolas Sarkozy at that rally that was called by his son Louis. But we are expecting the former president to potentially come out of his private residence at any moment now. We're standing just a few feet away from that entrance. And we know that his son Louis put out this call on social media around 2 days ago in quite a slickly produced video where we saw highlights from Nicolas Sarkozy's political career. And what was interesting was you heard also voiceover from the former president saying that you don't learn from your failures. You learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. And he also said at the end of that video that the end of the story is not unwritten, is still not written yet. So really, it's quite a powerful piece of communication there. And we know that Louis. Nicolas Sarkozy's son, is himself someone with political ambitions. He's potentially running for the mayoral race in a French Riviera in a town called Menton. And he has been parachuted into that race, having spent actually most of his life living in the United States. But he says that he's interested in following in his father's footsteps. And just to give you a little bit of context about the 16th arrondissement where we are now, it is really known to be a bastion of the right here in Paris. It's a very wealthy and well-heeled suburb. And in the last two presidential elections where Nicolas Sarkozy was running, he secured around 80% of the vote in just this arrondissement.
Well, as you say, we are keeping a close eye on the entrance to his home there. But while it may not yet be visible, it is still just 8 a.m. here in Paris on the streets. Sarkozy has gotten some clear support elsewhere in France. The president, in fact, inviting him to the Elysée last week, and also getting support from the Justice Minister, Ellen.
Well, yes, that's been very interesting to see, is that this conviction of Nicolas Sarkozy doesn't seem to have made him a pariah, or at least when it comes to the right and centre-right parties here in France. We've seen him, received, as you said, at the Élysée Palace on Friday by Emmanuel Macron. And we've heard Emmanuel Macron since that meeting saying that he felt that that was a humane and normal thing to do, although it has surprised many political commentators. And speaking yesterday, we saw Gérald Darmanin, the Justice Minister, saying that he himself plans to visit Nicolas Sarkozy in prison. And we do know that this perhaps isn't surprising because Gérald Darmanin was a protege or a mentee of Nicolas Sarkozy, so they have always had this close relationship. But it does, for some, raise a potential idea of conflict of interest, because Darmanin is, of course, the Justice Minister, and he is representing the magistrates and the Justice Department here in France. And Nicolas Sarkozy, following his conviction, has accused the justice system of being politically biased against him. So the fact that the Justice Minister, who is supposed to be representing that area, is now going to see him in prison has been seen by many as really quite a controversial decision on his part.
Ellen Gainsford standing by for us outside the home of Nicolas Sarkozy. For now, thanks very much indeed.